from China before. Hey, what's up, dude? Just one sec. I spoke with someone from China, right? And this girl was only using idioms, only when talking to me. Like, and she was using them so wrong. And I'm thinking, as a native speaker, like, dude, you're an asshole. That's what I'm thinking in my head. Like, you sound like a total asshole right now. So here's why you shouldn't know an idiom. Number one, you have to know when to use it. Number two, you have to know who you're using it with. Number three, you have to find the situation in which it's appropriate to use it. So you're spending a lot of time on this one thing. And you can be spending time on something else that's more productive. You know what I mean? So that's the reason why I think idioms are for idiots. I say idioms are for idiots because you can use words to describe instead of using an idiom. Because what is it? Okay, let me see. Your name, by the way, like I said, welcome. Oh my God, Ramesh, namaste. Wait, I'm
Namaste.
sorry, Bangladesh. So yeah,
I'm from Bangladesh.
thank you. No,
I'm from Nepal. Nepal.
oh, Mount Everest. Yep. All right. So what is your
Ramesh
definition of an
Dami.
idiom? Yeah, I'm sorry. I feel so stupid. What
So
is your definition of an idiom? Wait,
idioms.
first of all, how do you
Okay.
say hello in Nepalese?
If I want to say like over the moon, this is the one idioms means. So I'm happy. Like this meaning is too much happy. Like some idioms.
I have never heard that before. In my 38 years on this planet, I have never heard over the moon. I've heard the cow jumped over the moon, but I've never heard. And if you ever want to tell a girl the cow jumped over the moon, you're calling her fat. You don't want that. So, you know, um, you know. So, what is your definition of an idiom?
The definition of idioms. It is just when you don't have to describe a lot. When you are describing something a lot, then this is not an idiom. Sometimes if you saw the idioms one word that describe a lot things. It's like if I want to say you have an elephant mind, that means you are more talented. Okay, so like somebody's why the he's talented, why the person is talented. So we just secure that a certain word that can express a lot. That is idioms.
Okay. So, okay, here's one idiom. You ready? I'm going Okay. I'm going to be a fly on the wall. Okay. Now, here's another way of saying it without using an idiom. I'm just going to listen. Which one's shorter? I'm just going to listen, or I'm going to be a fly on the wall. So if you know your vocabulary enough, you can use the wording, and it's something that other people will understand. Because also certain idioms in the United States are not used by other people in the United States. Yeah. Also, certain slang, a lot of people say, "Can you teach me slang?" No, no. Because if you're talking to another American, for example, if you're talking to someone from Missouri, which is in the Midwest, when they say, "I'm planning on doing something," like, "I'm planning to go to the supermarket, I'm going to go to the supermarket," they will say, I'm fixing on going to the supermarket. Okay. When you hear fixing, you're thinking something's broken, you're gonna repair it, right?
Yep.
In New York, we say I'm planning on going to the supermarket. Yeah.
I
I'm
think
sure you heard the
on
yeah.
my opinion,
Hmm.
I think idioms are not that much. Vocabularies are really important in English, but idiom are not that much important for for speaking. So yeah, you want to use at least one two idioms in your speaking, that is fine. But too much idioms, nobody can
Like
understand.
that person
Everybody
from
have no
China.
knowledge about the idioms. Everybody has no knowledge about the idioms.
Hold on one sec. This is the alcohol speaking. I have to do this. Alexa, rewind 30 seconds. Alexa, raise volume by 3.
Learning idioms is a
Here we
very
go.
stupid
You hear
thing
it? You hear it,
for
right?
non-native
You
English
hear it?
speakers.
Okay.
Yep, yep.
Wait, here we go.
Loud
Watch.
and
Wait,
clear.
wait, wait. Shh, 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 shh. Here we go. There we go. Alexa, lower volume by two. Sorry, I had to do that. Alexa, raise volume by one. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah. You know that song or not?
To me,
Yeah, this one. Yeah, both of you. Do you know this song?
Nope.
uh,
Okay. Leave now. No, I'm joking. Alexa, lower volume by one. So, there's a famous show from the 1980s called Miami Vice. All right. And that show is what made Miami popular. Before that show happened, Miami was a total shithole. It was. Miami Vice brought in the race cars, the coolness of everything, and ever since that show started, Miami became cool. And this was a song at the introduction of every episode. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, so Nepal, what's the time over there right now? It looks like it's daytime.
it's a 10 o'clock morning time.
10 o'clock in the morning. What time is it fucking here? Hold on. It's 12:27. Shit. 1 hour warning, guys. 1 hour warning. 10 a.m. So wait, and what time is it where you are, dude? What time is it where you are? Hello.
12 here. It's 12:27 daytime.
So
In
I have a
China.
China.
question
Yeah,
for the
in
both of
China.
you.
In China.
Yep.
I have a question for the both of you. So let's start with you. Hello. What is the future like?
So you mean my future?
Yeah. What? No. What's the future like? Because I'm still in the past. You're tomorrow. I mean, you're later on today.
Future must be bright. So
No,
as
no.
long as
Future
we are
for me.
happy, future
I
for
just want
you.
to know is Trump still president?
I don't know. I don't talk
Fuck.
politics, man.
Okay, no. Okay, so Ramesh, is Trump still president? Thank God! Thank you so much. Oh my God, thank you. Oh my God, thank you. Oh my God. So it's so as of 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Yes. All right. Thank you. I love you, Ramesh. Thank you.
Ramesh.
Future.
Yeah.
If I want to talk about future, is really bright. Technology, inspired to learn
Hmm.
something more about technology. 5G, like how the technology is going. We're also going on the process of that. It will be really, we are more concerned to about technology and learn what
Okay.
is going, what is happening, and what we'll do in future. That is in front of you. If you want to learn that the theory of the and practical way you want to go, then definitely you will be boost your life towards the technology in future.
So here's the thing. I'm kind of a technology guy. Do me a favor. Can you look behind me? What do you see?
Alcohols.
Behind that, what do you see?
There are books.
Hmm.
There are books.
A
Books.
light, right?
Uh,
Now, notice
Hmm.
I'm nowhere near it. How about that right now? Hold on. Well,
yeah, there are different types of
oh,
alcohol.
yeah.
Mm.
Now, look at the color there. Look at that. It's changing a little bit. See that? Look at that. Uh huh. Yeah. So I'm kind of the tech guy of Hello Talk, but yeah. One sec. Hold on. I can change the colors for my phone. But yeah.
Yeah, that
But
is that
you
is
know,
the that is helped by technology. That is the initiative of technology.
My battery's done.
yeah. This is strong, by the way. This is very friggin' strong. Alexa, play. Why did it just stop like that? Alexa, play. What the fuck? Hold on. This
So,
is weird. This never happened before.
are you all also? What is your job? Hello from China.
Oh, actually, here's the cool thing about my job is that I can't talk about it.
No, I'm just asking the number two. I'm not asking
I
for
think
your
he's
opinion.
asking my job.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Uh, Actually, I'm a programmer, and I love English, and I'm trying to learn English here and there, pick up something here and there. Yeah, that's what I do here.
So yeah,
So, how about you, man? Ramesh,
same,
namaskar.
same like you. I'm also learning English right now. I want to improve my vocabularies, my sometimes the structure of sentence. It will be. I'm learning right now. The stage I'm here is just 25, and just I'm learning continuously to improve my communication skills, leadership, everything. Like I learned some different news that can help a lot. What is happening in the world? What is going? What is the
Good for you,
situation
man.
in different country?
Good.
I'm not
So,
really gonna talk about my job, but
y-
I'm gonna show you something cool.
okay. Passport?
Notice how one of them is black, the other one's blue?
Yeah.
Why? Tell us why.
Diplomatic passport, regular passport.
Oh, good
Yeah.
for you, man. Mm.
That's all I'm gonna say.
I do have a
I
question for you
can't
both,
say.
man.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah. Here, a lot of people are learning English, but there's a big question whether to learn the grammar, the tenses, and the all those stuff. So, how about you guys? Do you think it's important to learn grammar?
Well, I'll tell you what happened to me when I was a kid and what happened to
Mm.
everyone else when I was a kid. So we
Yep.
started learning grammar rules around the age of 11. Um, and before that, we were just doing like spelling tests and stuff like that. Was learning new words. Um, but a lot of us watched the show called Sesame Street. So, for example, I'm kind of smart. I was arguing politics with people at the age of 1.5. But what the thing is that so what I recommend you do, it's not a specific recommendation because the fact is that everyone learns differently, you
Yep.
know. Um, but on a general scale, what school districts taught was basic just expanding your vocabulary after time, so for like several years, and then focus on the grammar, because you know what, if you're focused on rule this, okay, pronoun, okay, possessive pronoun, past tense, all right, future present, future perfect, you know, you're like that, you're like, fuck this shit, this is too long. So just learn how to learn like conversationally. What I
Practical things,
recommend,
right?
this is how I got exposed to the Russian language. I lived in Russia for some time. I was working there. I just told a little bit about my job. So I was working in Russia, and I remember I didn't speak Russian because I had an interpreter, but I got an idea of different terms of how people spoke. So, for example, I was sitting at a cafe, okay, and I saw two businessmen at the cafe get up, they shook hands, and they said "Здравствуйте." Then they sat down, blah 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 blah. Right, and then another time, I saw two people who were not businessmen. They were like they looked like friends, and they said "Привет," and they gave like they shook hands and they sat back down, which to me meant, I guess, it meant hello, and a little more informal sound. And then I saw some younger people dressed more like what I'm wearing right now. They went "Privetik." They shook hands like that. They sat down. It sounds like "Privet," but "Privetik" it sounded even more informal. And then another time I saw a group of teenage girls. They're like "Privetiki," right? So I figured, okay, "Privetiki" is something I'm not gonna say, you know, and so that's how I learned the base of hello. And I hear an echo. What the hell is that? But yeah, so it's called immersion. Surround yourself as much as possible with the language, if possible. If you guys want, I can do an audio recording of being in a cafe in New York. So this way, if you're in a cafe, you put in your headphones and you're listening to it as if you are in a cafe in New York. This way, you don't hear everyone speaking the language, your language around you. You're hearing English. It's immersing yourself. It's throwing you into a situation you don't know what to do, and you're forced to get exposed to it. So force yourself, challenge yourself to surround yourself as much as possible. Listen to American music, even if you don't know what it means. Just get the idea of how things sound. Start. Don't use subtitles. Start watching. If you have access to CNN, I know you don't. Hello, but I know you do. So if you go to CNN, you can watch the news things, and you hear it in English, no subtitles. Even though you don't understand what they're saying, you're getting exposed to it, and then you hear words being used over and over, and then you start getting an idea of what they mean based upon how it sounds, based upon the tone of their voice and the situation that they're in.
Yeah.
It's very slow, but it gives you an idea, because one thing a lot of people do, and I hear this a lot. I had 54,000 followers on my last account here. Okay? And I can tell you that almost all of them, when they spoke, they sounded like a robot, because they learn. But if they follow immersion, they know how to bring their tone in, you know? They know how to say certain ways. Hear how I'm saying how instead of how? Because I'm emphasizing on the importance of what it is. See, so how and how mean the same thing, but how you say it puts like emotion into it, and that's one thing when learning a language: emotion.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
About
know,
my yeah, about my
it's
experience same to host. So my experience is also same like that because we after first we want to learn vocabularies, then after we focus on the grammatical rules and accuracy. So first, if you focus on grammatical rules and accuracy, so it will be complicated for you. So because you learn
the
grammar and you don't have a vocabulary that you want to speak the make a sentence formation. When you make a sentence, then you will know understand. Oh, I want to speak which tense I want to speak. Okay, what is the format? So that's why I agree to you because learning things
yeah.
not only to learn, you want to listen the podcast, different types of accent from different worldwide. So sometimes you talk Chinese, sometimes you talk American people, sometimes you talk British people. So same like that. Some you want to just casual talk with them. You want to listen every accent. So okay, accent like
British
I'm
use a
Indian.
lot different slang than Americans. They use very different slang.
Yeah, that is totally
Um, like an example, one cigarette in Britain is fag. In America, you don't call someone that. Um, so there's actually an educational way. My mother was a teacher for 33 years. And here, it's kind of scary, but it requires a lot of work and dedication. Here's how you can have the ability to speak better than a high school student in the United States within 1 year. So you can take notes on this if you want. You find 50 pronouns, 50 adjectives, and 50 verbs that relate to what you're trying to learn. That's 150 words. Okay? 150 words. You spend 60 days. You spend basically no, not 60 days. You spend 6 months on learning, even less. 150 words in 6 months is nothing. But at most, 6 months. At most. You can do it better in 50 days. So less than 2 months. 3 words a day. Okay? 3 words. I'm sorry. It's infinitives, pronouns, and adjectives. Now, pronouns is not like Mr., Mrs. It's other shit. So you learn those, okay? And within 50 days, at least, memorize them. And I mean hardcore memorize them. That's it, just those words. And then for 6 months, you focus on the grammar, the rules of grammar, the how sentence structure is. A big one is independent sentences, independent phrases versus dependent phrases. So, example, an independent phrase will be, "Hi, my name is Lucas. I am 38 years old. I like to cook." You know, dependent phrases are, "Hi, my name is Lucas, and I am 38 years old, and I like to cook." See? Or you can say, "Hi, my name is Lucas. I am 38 years old, and I like to cook," because you don't say "and" twice. You only say "and." If it's more than two things with a comma in them, you say "and" at the very end.
Yeah,
So, you know,
these are the
you
complex and
learn
compound
those.
sentence. Yeah, these are the
You,
complex and
you,
compound sentence, independent and dependent sentence. Yeah. So
yeah.
you
And
also
if you
have,
want to go, if you want to go bonus, if you want to do more, learn sentence structure and paragraph structure. This way, you're able to do a whole bunch of sentences sounding naturally. And then from there, the next 6 months, focus on pronunciation, learn those other things. Three-course dinner, appetizer, the entree, which is the big meal, the grammar, and then the dessert, the stuff you wanted to learn. 1 year, the average high schooler uses about 2,000 general statements. By the time you do this tactic, you'll learn about 10,000 by piecing those words together.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
really a great information. I also follow that same rules like Lucas. So definitely, when you told that everything's right now, so that is, I'm also
Um.
following rules on the
Yeah.
strategy and on the way of that I'm learning English.
Okay.
So for me, when I learn vocabulary, so I always try to change the terms. For example, if I want to use big, so today I would say, "Wow, this is big," but next time I won't use that big. I will say
You
like
don't need to.
huge,
You
massive,
don't.
enormous, kind of that. So interchange the words. So this helps me a lot.
I'm gonna tell you a little joke. You ready? I heard